Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Ahsan. Um, I've been living in Germany for almost 4.5 years. I came here to do my master's degree in biomedical engineering. I finished that in almost 2 years. I work as a wissenschaftlicher Mitarbeiter. That's a research associate in English language. A couple of days ago, I was talking with a friend of mine, and we were talking about finances. He's from India, and I'm from Pakistan. So we were talking, and he told me that he's really into finances and he invests his money in stocks. I asked him, okay, how does he invest his money in stocks and like which companies? I had no idea about stocks because back home in Pakistan, if you're from a business related family, then you are interested in stocks. You're taught how to invest money in different kind of stocks, real estate, stuff like that. But for us, most of the families, they don't teach children how to save money. They do tell them how to save money, but not how to save it in stocks, how to save it in the stock market. So he told me that he sends money back home to his father, and his father buys stock for him in the Indian market. So I asked him, okay, why don't you invest money in the German stock market or even the New York Stock Exchange in the US? And he told me he does not know. And that made me think, okay, this guy knows how to invest money, but still doesn't know how to invest money in like where the big money is. So I thought, okay, I have no idea how to buy stocks, what actually they are, how to invest in it. So I thought, okay, let's do some research. And I started to Google, started to watch videos, and then there was a really big hurdle. Almost all of the videos on YouTube that I saw about stocks and investment, they were in German. And I thought, okay, my German language is good, but not that good because most of the financial terminology it's in really difficult wording. So I thought I need to do more research. With more research, I found that it's not that difficult to start investing. So I'm making this video or this channel to share my experience and share my I have no expertise, right? But I want to share my journey with you all. And with time, hopefully, I learn how to invest money in stocks or other financial things. I have been here for almost 4.5 years. I've learned many things, how to save money and how to save on groceries, stuff like that. So I would be sharing that with you here on my channel. This is just a introductory video. uh, I've made some progress. I'll be sharing that progress in the next video. I would be sharing something more relevant. This video has almost no content, nothing relevant, but I wanted to make something that's an introduction and that shares why I'm making this channel and um, what's my motivation behind it. So hopefully let's see what happens if I'm able to make any other videos, because I'll be doing that in my spare time. And hopefully let's see what happens. Bleib gesund. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mohammed Ahsan, and today we're going to talk about how you can start investing in Germany. Before we continue the video, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends. When it comes to saving, many people just believe that having money in their bank account is enough, but that's not true. Because of inflation, which is about 1.35% in Germany, which means that if you have 100 euros in 2020, this 100 euros will lose 1.3% of its value the next year. In order for your money to work for you, not decrease its value because of inflation, it's better to invest your money in something that increases its value. One of those things is investing in stocks. So how can you invest in stocks in Germany? Before committing your money, you need to understand what kind of investor you are. Either you want to do it yourself or you want someone else to manage your money. You have very little time and it does not make sense for you to spend a lot of time learning about how the stock market works, how you can invest in stocks, which stocks would be better for you, which ETFs. It's better for you to hire someone who manages your money. But if you think you can do it yourself, if you have enough time and if you're willing to learn about how you can invest in stocks, then in this video I'm going to tell you how you can start investing in stocks in Germany. The first thing that you need to do in order to buy or sell stocks in Germany is to open a brokerage account. There are many online brokerages where you can open your account, for example, Trade Republic, Comdirect, eToro, etc. However, it's really important that you open your account with a German brokerage firm. The reason is that if the brokerage firm is based in Germany, they will automatically manage your taxes. Because in Germany, as with anything, there are taxes associated with stocks as well. There's a capital gains tax which is about approximately 26%. Capital gains tax means that if you bought a stock, for example, let's say for €1 and you sold it for €2, now the capital gains tax would be applied on the second euro or the profit that you got. On the second euro, you'll have to pay approximately 26 cents, which means that the €1 stock that you bought and sold for €2, you will get €1.76 in return instead of €2 because you paid the approximately 26% tax on the capital gains. However, if you register with an international broker, you will have to manage this tax yourself and you will have to report this tax in your tax returns. Once you decide which brokerage firm you would like to open your account with, for example, Trade Republic or Comdirect, you will have to open an account with them. In my upcoming video, I will be sharing a tutorial on how to open an account with Trade Republic, and the video after that would be a tutorial on how to open an account with Comdirect. So make sure that you subscribe and you don't miss that video. Okay, now that you've opened a brokerage account and are ready to start investing, you need to know the difference between stocks, ETFs or exchange traded funds, or mutual funds. So a stock is a single security which is a part of a company. It signifies ownership of a company. An exchange traded fund is a basket of securities similar to a stock. However, in an ETF, instead of a single company, the ETF is a collection of stocks from different companies bundled together so that the exposure is divided among those companies. A mutual fund is a pool of money from different investors bundled together and is used to purchase a collection of stocks, bonds, and other securities. In this video, I will not go in detail about mutual funds. I would be more focused on stocks and ETFs. When you are buying a stock from a single company, this means your exposure or your risk is based on that single company. For example, if you decide to buy 100 stocks of Apple, that any fluctuation in the stock price of Apple means that your whole portfolio would fluctuate. If it goes higher, then your whole portfolio would go higher, and if it goes lower, your whole portfolio will go lower. However, in ETF, depending on which ETF you're buying, for example, if you decide to buy an S&P 500 ETF, which means that this ETF is tracking the whole S&P 500. This would be more stable compared to the single stock because it's going to track all of the companies within the S&P 500. And if a single stock, for example, Apple loses 10%, this does not mean that the S&P 500 ETF will lose 10%. It might lose 10% because of other factors, but it will not lose 10% just because the fact that Apple is losing 10%. There are many costs associated with buying or selling stocks. For example, with Trade Republic, you can buy or sell stocks for only €1 fee. However, with other brokerages, their fees are in terms of percentages of the value that you're buying or selling. With ETFs, there are certain additional fees associated with that. For example, iShares Core MSCI World has a total expense ratio of 0.2%. However, you can create savings plans which do not have any fees associated with buying them. You can create a savings plan in which you can automatically buy stocks either once a month, quarterly, or twice a month. Those will not have any fees associated with them. After that, you'll have to decide which stocks or ETFs you would like to buy. For beginners, it's easiest to start investing by buying ETFs. A good example would be iShares MSCI Core World, which has approximately an average growth rate of 7% annual growth rate. Most of the successful investors stick with the basics and invest in the long term because historically focusing on the long term has greater benefits as compared to short-term gains. Hope you like this video. In the next one, I would be sharing how you can open an account with Trade Republic. So make sure that you're subscribed and don't forget to hit the like button. Until the next video, life goes on. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mohammed Ahsan, and today we're going to talk about the first step you can take to start investing in stocks in Germany. And that first step would be to open a depot konto or a deposit account with online brokerage firms. There are many online brokerages in Germany, but for me personally, I find a Trade Republic one of the best because I like the app and the versatility of the app itself. Trade Republic is partnered with HSBC for safe and convenient processing of securities transactions. They rely on HSBC transaction services. They are partnered with BlackRock to cooperate with global asset management and to offer ETFs, saving plans, Lang und Schwarz Exchange, which is regulated by Hamburg Stock Exchange, and with Solaris Bank as a bank as service platform with a German full banking license. So who can open an account with Trade Republic? The requirements are a valid identification document, ID card or a passport. You are at least 18 years old. You are a resident in Germany. You are subjected to taxes in Germany. You have a European mobile phone number. You have an account with a SIPA bank and necessary documents for your verification or your address verification. In the registration process, you have to verify your identity, and the identity verification for Trade Republic is done using Web ID. Here there are certain limitations on who can verify with Web ID. I'll have a link in the description for a PDF document where list of countries with the required documents that are needed to verify your identity in the description. They accept passports or identification cards from most of the countries, but unfortunately for some countries you need to be a permanent resident of Germany in order to register with Trade Republic. For example, for India, they do not accept the passport or a regular identity card. They only accept people with the permanent residency or the Niederlassung so for them, they cannot register without a PR. Otherwise, for Pakistan, Bangladesh, they do accept the passport. With Trade Republic, you can buy and sell stocks or ETFs with just €1. So every time you buy a stock, you'll have to pay just €1. Doesn't matter how many stocks you buy or how many ETFs you buy at a single time, you'll have to pay only just €1. And every time you sell your stocks, doesn't matter if it's one stock or how many of a single company, it'll only cost you €1. Same for ETFs, does not matter how many stocks for the ETFs you're selling, as long as it's a single ETF, you can sell as many stocks for just €1 fee. If you register using the link in the description, you will get €15 for free once you activate your account and buy your first stocks. Once you click the link in the description, you can download the app, register in. Then you'll have to provide your phone number. This will be used as your login ID identification. Make sure you provide the correct phone number. Once you've done that, you will get an SMS from them for a verification code. Put in the verification code in order to proceed. After that, you will have to put a PIN number. This will be your password. So 4-number PIN. Verify that 4-number PIN. Then after that, you'll have to provide your personal data, personal information, your first name and your last name. After that, you'll have to give the email address information, the email address that you would like to associate with your account. After that, provide your home address. Usually you can use the automatic option here, but sometimes you'll have to provide it manually, so click manuelle Eingabe. After that, provide your date of birth, where you were born. Here you'll have to make sure that you select the correct correct option, that you are paying taxes in Germany, you're not a US citizen, because if you are a US citizen, there are different set of rules for US citizens which we will not get into this time, and that you are that you are not paying, or if you are paying taxes in any other countries, you'll have to select that option. If you are paying in other countries, which is not likely the case here, then you'll have to provide information about where you are being taxed additionally apart from Germany. So select yes or no depending on your case. In our case, you'll select no. Then you'll have to provide an account number, a bank account number. This is very important because of security reasons. This will be the only account which will be used to send and receive money from the deposit account or your depot. Because let's say worst case scenario, you lose your phone or your account gets hacked. If someone gets access to your account and they sell all of your stocks, they will not be able to send money to any other account except from this account that you have provided in this step. Just make sure that you have complete access to this account, because you cannot change this account afterwards. After that, you will be asked to verify the information, and if all the information is correct, then click Depot öffnen. After this step, you will just click Weiter in order to start the verification process. For the verification process, as I said before, you will need an active camera within your mobile phone or the device that you're using the registration process in, a good internet connection, have your identification document, your passport or your identity card ready, and a smile. Once you click start video identification, you will be connected with an employee from Web ID. They will ask you for certain information like your name, your last name, your date of birth, your nationality, with all the information that you had provided in the previous steps. After that, they will ask you to show your identification document. As an example, I'll talk about your passport as an as your verification document. They will ask you to tilt it in different angles, back and forth, closer and back towards the camera, so that they can verify that this document is not fake. It's an actual document. Then they'll ask different pages, the page with your picture, the page after that, depending on the country, the signature page, etc. One important thing is that they will ask why you are using Web ID, what are you going to use it for. In our case, we'll have to say Trade Republic. Then in my case, they ask for, okay, why, what else in Trade Republic. By that, they need to know, okay, Trade Republic, it is an online brokerage firm, but why do I need an account with them? So what I said was Trade Republic, Ahsan, and Depot Konto. That is what they needed. They will not help you out. They will just ask why you need to verify your account with Trade Republic. They will disconnect the verification process if you do not tell them why you are verifying this account. I've seen in the reviews for Trade Republic app that many people get stuck on this step, that the person who's verifying that the person from Web ID asked them to say 2 words about the verification process and they did not know why they were verifying this account. So make sure that you tell them why you are doing it. Trade Republic, Depot Konto, Ahsan. Once the verification process is done, then you'll have to select the experience that you have. In our case, we have less than 2 years experience, or in most cases no experience at all. So we will be clicking weniger als 2 Jahre Erfahrung in ETFs, Aktien and derivatives. Click weiter. Then you'll have to select that you understand all of the rules. Then you'll have to select that you understand all the rules and that you're using it as a private account, because you're not allowed to use it for a third party and you'll use it as your own account. Once then, you will be provided with an IBAN number which belongs to you, and then you will use it to send money into your depot account, and which will send money back into your main account if you sell your stocks in the future. Hope you like this video. Make sure that you're subscribed and don't forget to hit the like button. Until the next video, life gesund. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ahsan and today we're going to talk about Comdirect and how you can open an account with them. Before we continue, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, and if you like my content, please subscribe and share it with your friends. So Comdirect is another brokerage account similar to Trade Republic. If you have not watched my Trade Republic video, I would be linking that in the description below. Before showing you how you can open an account, I would like to go in the fee structure for Comdirect. It's free to open an account with Comdirect for the first 3 years, and after the first 3 years it remains free for certain conditions. For example, if you perform 2 trades per quarter with them, or have a current account with Comdirect, or if you have at least one savings plan with them which is executed once per quarter. Otherwise, it's going to be €1.95 per month. So let's talk about costs of buying and selling stocks and ETFs with Comdirect. Comdirect, you pay €3.90 per transaction. per transaction, I mean each time you buy or sell stocks. For example, if you buy one stock of Apple for 100 euros, then 3 euros 90 cents would be added on top of that as a fee. So you'll be paying 103 euros 90 cents for buying one stock of Apple. However, if you buy 10 stocks, it will again remain 3 euros 90 cents. So after 12 months, it's going to cost you 4 euro 90 cents per transaction. And in addition, there will be 0.25% of your order volume. But if you are a frequent trader, which means you perform more than 125 in 2 quarters per year, this will reduce the cost to 15%. Within this, the minimum fee becomes 9 euro 90 cents and the maximum fee becomes 59 euros 90 cents. Let's have the Apple example again. So you had your account with Comdirect for more than a year. Now you're in the second year, or let's say any other year then apart from the first one. Now you buy a single Apple stock again. Now instead of 103 euros 90 cents, it's going to cost you 9 euro 90 cents, as the minimum fee per transaction is 9 euro 90 cents. If you buy a large number of stocks, it's not going to cost you more than 59 euros 90 cents in terms of fees from Comdirect. For savings plans, Comdirect costs 1.5% of your order volume per transaction, in addition to the total expense ratio of the ETF that you're buying. For example, if you buy an ETF that costs 100 euros, you'll be paying 1.5 euros transaction fee, in addition to the total expense ratio, which varies ETF to ETF. You can open a Comdirect account in 3 steps. The first one is to fill out an online application. The second one is to verify your account. For Comdirect, you'll have to verify using post ident. And the third and final step would be to assign a PIN to your IBAN account, download the Photo10 app and activate it, and then start using your Comdirect account. If you would like to go in the details for the costs associated with a Comdirect depot account, I will be attaching a link in the description which has all the costs associated with buying and selling stocks and ETFs with Comdirect. To open an account with Comdirect, you can go to comdirect.de, click depot, then Comdirect depot, and click Jetzt Depot eröffnen. You have to be careful that sometimes people get confused with opening a depot account or a brokerage account with a current account. Comdirect also offers a current account which you can open along with your deposit account or your brokerage account. But in this example, I'm only going to show you how you can open your brokerage account with Comdirect. So once you're on this page, you can click Jetzt Depot eröffnen. Then you have to fill in your details. I will be filling out my details here. First name, last name, date of birth, place of birth, and then country of birth. So for Pakistan, it says that in order to verify the identity, I will have to go to a Deutsche Post office or a Deutsche Post to verify using the post ident. So we click Weiter. Here we provide our address. Then once we fill out our address, we provide our email address. After that, your phone number, and then click Weiter. Here you'll have to fill in your job description. There are many options available and you can click any one which is suiting for you. For me, it's Angestellte. which branch. uh, so I'm belonging to, um, if you're not sure about which branch you're belonging to, just click Kanyangabe and then click Weiter. Here it's better to provide your tax ID number. It's optional at this moment, but later on it will be very beneficial for you to provide your tax ID so that your tax information is automatically submitted to the finance arm or the financial office. You don't have to fill in your financial information manually. So are you here you'll have to select, are you paying taxes elsewhere? In most cases, no. Most people are paying these taxes in Germany. So click 9 and click Weiter. Here Comdirect needs to know how much experience do we have with stocks, ETFs, mutual funds and bonds. You can view the complete document details once you click here. In our case, we would be selecting no, as we don't have that much experience. Then click Weiter. Uh, then we have to select our reference account from which we are going to send money into our deposit account. Once you fill your IBAN number, click Angabe überprüfen. Check your details if they are provided correctly. Then click Weiter. It is recommended that you read the documents about the contract and make sure that you give them consent to record your phone calls, provide you with emails, and or they can contact you with telephone, stuff like that. And then you can click Antrag senden. Then you'll receive an email from them which will have your contract. Have a look at that contract, fill it out. If anything is missing, make sure to sign it because that's really important, and then print it out. For Pakistani nationals and many other nationalities, they will have to print out the form and bring it to the post office along with their passport. There they can do the identification process using post ident. If you're not required to go in person for your identification process, in my Trade Republic video I have shown how you can do it with web ID, how you can do your video identification. It's similar to post direct, and the experience should be similar apart from how the web interface is. When I opened my account with Comdirect, I had to go in person in order to submit my contract. I went to the post office and submitted my contract, but there was a problem that their device was not reading my passport clearly. One of the persons who was there scanned my passport and said they are not able to read my signature. I insisted a little bit and then they tried once more, but the device was not able to read my signature in the passport. They said they can do nothing about that and I should contact Comdirect personally and see if there's a solution to that. I tried to contact Comdirect, but they said that's the only way and I should go again to the post office and insist that they should do it again. I went to the post office after a few days. There was another person. They tried also to scan my document and it did not read my signature. So I insisted and they tried a couple of times, and after fifth or sixth time they were able to verify my signature and sent my contract to Comdirect. It took 8 weeks for my account to open. The opening time varies because of the pandemic situation. It can be from 4 to 6 weeks, but in my case it was 8 weeks. If you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share it with your friends. If you have any questions, please write them down in the description and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Until the next video, bleib gesund. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ahsan, and today we're going to talk about why you should start investing today. But before we continue, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends if you like the content. So, why should you start investing today? Well, it's an interesting question. To answer this question, we're going to talk about four cases. Case A is someone who has come here for their higher education and they have 861 euros coming per month from their blocked account. Case B is again a student, but they have started earning in a part time job. Person C is a young professional, they've finished their higher education and they've just started working. Person D is someone who has been working for a couple of years, let's say 3 years. In terms of salary, case A has 860. For case B, on an average, let's say that person is earning 600 euros after taxes. Case C, most young professionals, they earn around about 2300 euros. And in case 3, it varies a lot, but for this example, let's say they earn 3000 euros per month. In terms of expenses, I'll give an example for myself. When I was a student, I used to spend around about 500 euros per month, which included my rent, my health insurance, my groceries, extracurricular activities, everything included. Um, a person in case B would also be in similar situation. They would be spending around about 500 euros and saving the rest. For young professionals, it's difficult because previously they used to spend very little and now they're getting a full-time job, having a full salary. So in the first few months they spend a lot. They tried to buy while they were in the student phase and they did not have a lot of money to spend on those things. In case the people are having more expenses because their lifestyle changes and probably they have a partner, maybe a kid, or so. What happens if people in these four cases start saving right now? In case A, if they spend 500 euros, they have around about 360 euros savings per month, but they probably have to finance their second year, and if they don't have a job for their first year, it's probably difficult for them to save 360 euros per month. But in most cases, they will be able to save around about 60 euros per month. In case B, if the student is spending 500 euros per month, they will be able to save 100 euros per month. In case C, the young professional would be able to probably save around 500 euros. And in case D, the experienced professional would be probably saving 1000 euros or a third of their salary per month. When it comes to saving in stocks, many people say that they don't have time to do their homework, think about what's going on in the market, how they can invest effectively with the smallest amount of risk. The best solution would be to invest in a broad market ETF, for example, MSCI Core World or S&P 500. Core MSCI World has an average growth rate of 8.3% per annum, and the S&P 500 has about 12.42% increase per annum since the past 5 years. But considering the market highs and lows, the S&P 500 has an average annual growth rate of 5% since the past 20 years. For someone in case A, if they start saving their 60 euros per month in MSCI Core World with an annual growth of 8%, in 40 years when they retire, they would have saved 186,520 euros and their total contribution would be 28,800. So if they just keep their money in the bank, it would be 28,800. If they keep on investing regularly at 8%, they would have 100 and almost 160,000 euros more when they retire. Let's take an example in case B. Let's say if they start saving 100 euros every month till they retire, in 39 years they will have 310,000 euros when they retire. and their total contribution would be only 48,000 euros. If a person in case C starts saving today, their 500 euros in MSCI Eco world with an annual growth rate of 8%, they will have 1.2 million euros in 36 years when they retire, and their total contribution will be 216,000. And in case D, if an experienced professional starts saving 1,000 euros every month till they retire, in 34 years they will have 1.9 million euros saved, and their total contribution would have been 408,000 euros. Compounding plays a large role in savings, so it's always recommended to start early, start saving as little as you can, and keep on increasing your saving amount every month. So at the end of the day, when you retire, you'll have a large nest egg. To do that, you have to start today. Open your brokerage account today. You can view my Trade Republic video if you want to know how you can open an account with Trade Republic. If you're ineligible or if you're not able to open an account with Trade Republic, or if you don't like their offerings, you can open an account with Comdirect. You can also view my Comdirect video. But the main thing is you should start investing today, so that later on you don't regret the time that you have now, and make your money work for you instead of making it depreciate in the bank. Hope you like my video. I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the comments. If you have any suggestions, any topics you want me to cover, I would definitely look into them. Until the next video, life doesn't. Hello everyone, my name is Ahsan, and today I'm going to talk about how I got 288% profit within 13 days. For those of you who just want to know how I got this 288% profit, I invested in a company called Cassava Sciences at 2.57 euros per stock, and I sold at 10.08 euros. For those who want to know how I came across this company, my thought process behind it, and why you should not invest in companies where you're not sure about the future of that company, please stick around. But before we continue, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe if you like my content. Please share this video with your friends if you think this would help them out too. I came across Cassava Sciences when I was doing some research for my full-time job, where I was searching for a company which was doing some research on Alzheimer's disease, and they were developing a new drug which was in clinical trials. So I found out that they were going to publish some results for their new drug that they were developing. I did some research, and their stock was being sold at 2 euros 50 cents, and I knew that the stock price was going to increase because their research was going to show some positive results. For biotechnology firms, it's very common that when they publish some positive results, their stock prices go really high within a really short amount of time period. So this made me think that I should also invest in this company, and the stock price was not that high, being 2 euros 57 cents. So I thought I should invest a little bit of money. Even if I lose that small amount of money, it won't make a large difference for me. So I bought 40 shares at 2 euros 57 cents on 8th of September 2020. After a couple of days, once the results were published, it was found out that they were somewhat positive, and this caused the share prices to go higher. On the 14th of September, I saw a really large spike in the stock price, and it went from 2 euros 57 cents to 5 euro 18 cents, which was about 99.9% profit increase. And on that day, I thought I should sell half of the stocks because I thought I should remove my initial investments, and whatever money that I get back from the remaining 20 stocks would be a profit for me, as I have already removed my initial investment. On the same day, I sold 20 stocks at 6 euro 48 cents, having a profit of 150%. The stock price for Cassava Sciences kept on increasing, and on the 21st of September, the price shot up to more than 10 euros. And I did not think that this stock was worth more than 10 euros, or even at 10 euros, it was not worth it. So I sold my remaining 20 stocks at 10 euros and 8 cents, which was an increase in profit of 288%. The stock price increased a little bit and went to 10.74, which was the highest it could reach. After reaching that, the price started to decrease. Today, Cassava Sciences is being sold at 8 euros 77 cents, and I think the price will keep on decreasing in the upcoming days and would probably reach around 5 euros. But I would keep Cassava Sciences in mind because between 4th and 7th November, Cassava Sciences is going to present their results in a research conference, which I believe would cause the stock price to go higher. That's why I will keep Cassava Sciences in mind and would probably buy when it reaches round about 5 euros before the last week of October. This said, you should always be careful of what you invest in. From my end, I only invested 100 euros. This was somewhat calculated from my side because I knew the risks and I was not investing a large amount, which if I lost would not make a large dent. If I had, let's say, as I did not take a larger risk, I did not gain a lot of profit also. If I had invested 1,000 or 2,000 euros, I would have gotten 288% profit on it, but I was not willing to risk that much money in a company in which I had very little information. So whenever you invest some money, be sure that you believe in the company, or at least you know what the company is about, and not invest in something that a friend of yours told or some YouTuber told you to invest in. Always do your research and invest in something that you know about. If you are investing in individual companies, make sure that you have done your research and then invest in it. It's always recommended for beginners to invest in ETFs because ETFs have a large number of companies, and if a single company loses half of its value, it will not affect you in a way that you will be losing a lot of money. That is why you should always do your research and not invest in companies where you are not sure about what they are doing, what their product is, if they're selling something, if they provide some services, and blindly not invest in something that you don't believe in. Do your research before investing. Hope you like this video. I would really appreciate if you hit the like button. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Share this video with your friends so that they can also start investing in Germany. Bleib gesund. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ahsan. In my last video, I talked about how I got 288% profit by investing in a company called Cassava. If you haven't seen that video, I would be linking that in the description. I got a lot of feedback after this video and many people ask me how I do my research when I'm looking for stocks. In this video, I'm going to share 3 websites that I use to get some information about the companies that I'm doing research on, about a specific company or an ETF. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. After releasing my previous video in which I talked about how I got a profit of 288% in 13 days, I got a lot of feedback and many questions asking me about how I conduct my research. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you about 3 websites that I use in order to conduct that research. I do research in order to understand the market, or more specifically the stock or the company that I'm wanting to invest in. So doing research is very important because there are always risks associated with investing in the stock market. You do research in order to mitigate the risk and find out what's best for you, because if you are investing in individual stocks, you have to do research. Is it going to bankrupt and cause you to lose all of your money that you have invested in it? So that's why it is really important that you do your research. Another important thing is that you don't follow anyone blindly. Doesn't matter if it's a YouTuber or you read something on Reddit, until this person that you're following is giving you advice in a professional capacity, do not follow anyone blindly. And if you are a beginner, I recommend that you only invest in ETFs first. Gather enough knowledge about the companies in which you're interested in investing, and then
invest in those companies, because you do not want to lose your hard-earned money by investing in something that is not good value for your money. You might be thinking, okay, if I'm advising you to invest in ETFs, then why am I showing you how to research about individual companies? Well, because of the feedback that I got. Many people ask me how they can do research, and they want to know about specific companies where they can invest a small amount and then they get a really large return. So based on that feedback, I thought to myself, okay, I should at least share with those people that they should at the minimum do some research if they are willing to risk their money in order for larger gains. This said, the first website that I use is called TradingView. I use this website to get the latest information about stock prices, ideas about different companies, and the market gainers and losers for the previous days. You can visit this website by going to tradingview.com. You can create a free account and start using almost all of the features that they have. Here you can view the editor's picks about the latest ideas shared by the community of TradingView. Then we have the market summary for S&P 500, Nasdaq, about different currencies, USD, British pound, futures, cryptocurrency, and bonds. Let's have a look at Apple, for example, the current market price. In 4 days there'll be an earning report from them, the total market capital, dividend yield, etc. And we can have a look at the price tendency, how it looked in the past day, in 5 days, so on and so forth. And when you click all time, it shows since 1981. We can also have a look at some financial information about the market valuation, the market capitalization, number of employees, balance sheet, other metrics. You can also have a look at ideas from the community about people trying to short, long, analyzing the patterns about the stock prices or about the company, and their opinions about how the company stock is going to behave in the future. So the second website that I use is called Seeking Alpha, and you can visit this website by going to seekingalpha.com. I use this website to see the market trends, get new ideas, and news about different sectors. So this is how Seeking Alpha looks like, and here you can see that they have trending analysis, trending news, notable calls and insights. They have a free and a premium tier, so most of the features that I use are free. You can also use those free features. Seeking Alpha has features similar to TradingView, but for me, I mostly use Seeking Alpha for the latest analysis from the community. This helps me out in figuring out the latest happenings with the company. We can have a look at the ratings, which is a premium feature, the earnings from the previous years, the dividend payouts, etc. Again, they have some free and premium features, so I would recommend you start with the free feature, and if you think that these features aren't enough, then you can use the premium features. And the third website that I use in order to get information about ETFs is called justetfs.com. I get ETF ideas from justetfs.com and some performance analysis for ETFs. So here is how Just ETF looks like. Here we can have a look at the best and worst performing ETFs, market overview, list of ETFs by category, etc. Let's search my favorite MSCI Core World. So here is iShares Core MSCI World, and once we click, we can get more detailed information about Core MSCI World from iShares, the current price, the risk, the volatility in the previous years. Because of the current pandemic situation, the volatility has been really high for almost every ETF out there. You can have a detailed look at the monthly breakdown, how the ETF perform monthly. They also have some free and premium features, but personally I find that the free features are enough for me. We can also search ETFs by category. So here we can have a look at the ETFs in the information technology sector in detail about the fund size, etc. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video if you think it will help your friends out. Until the next video, bleib gesund. Just think for a moment. You open your brokerage account and everything is in red. All of your profit that you have accumulated in the past year is gone in just one day. This can be very overwhelming and all you can think about is just selling your stocks and salvage whatever you have remaining in your account. It does not matter how much money you have already lost. You only want to save the money that you have left in your account. Well, this is exactly what happened yesterday. The stock market lost almost 900 points in a single day, and it has lost about 1600 points in the last couple of days. As a beginner in investment, this can cause immense pressure for you to sell your stocks so that you don't lose any more money. On top of that, yesterday new regulations were announced that Germany is going to go in a second lockdown starting from the 2nd of November, and things start to look gloomy all over again. So what is causing the market to go down? There are many reasons, but you can boil it down to two things. The first reason being the new record number of cases being registered. Yesterday we saw in Germany about 15,000 new cases in a single day. This is a record breaking number. Similarly, in the US we have also seen record number of cases registered in a single day. These humongous number of cases are causing instability in the investors, and they are trying to get as much cash from their stocks as they can before anything even worse happens. Second thing is the US elections. Historically speaking, the stock market becomes very volatile when it is near the election time in the USA because no one knows what the next president is going to do. If a new president is elected, no one knows what their policies are going to be. If they change something that could make the stock market lose its value, no one knows. That's why many people are scared when there's a new president. If Donald Trump is selected, he has said multiple times that he will not go in a lockdown. However, if Joe Biden is selected, he has said that he will ask the experts for their advice, meaning that the US will most likely go into a second lockdown. If the US goes into a second lockdown, things can go very bad again. Similar to the first lockdown, the stock market could reach lows as it saw in the first lockdown in the month of March and April. Is a bigger crash coming? The short answer, no one knows if a bigger crash is coming, if the market would reach newer highs in the coming days. Absolutely no one has the exact answer to if a bigger crash is coming or not. However, I know one thing for sure is that you buy low and sell high. Considering that the stock market has lost 1000 points yesterday, I see as an opportunity for a long-time investor like me to keep on cost averaging into the market and keep on investing in the stock market, because in the long term, if you are an optimist, the markets will go up in the long term. Another thing that I'll do is keep some money in my brokerage account so that if a company I like is at a low price, I will be able to buy their stock. To sum everything up, yes, there is market volatility. Yes, the prices go up and down. But if you are a long-term investor, you should keep on dollar cost averaging and keep investing consistently. And if you are a beginner in investing, I recommend that you do not invest in single stocks. Invest in ETFs so that your risk is mitigated. My name is Mohammad Ahsan, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share this video with your friends if you think this will help them out. Until the next video, bleib gesund. Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Ahsan. In this video, I'll be sharing how you can start a savings plan in Trade Republic. But before I continue, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please share this video with your friends if you think it will help them out. Once you log into your Trade Republic account, you can click the search button, then search for the ETF that you want to invest in. I'll be investing in the S&P 500 ETF. Now you can see here a single ETF is costing 28.03 euros, and the day range, the weekly range, the opening and closing, and the total expense ratio can be seen here. Once you scroll down, you can have a look at create savings plan. You can click here. Now you can select twice a month, monthly or quarterly, whichever you want to decide. I usually select twice a month, so I will be doing that. Click next. So you want to decide here whether you want to do at the beginning of the month or in the middle of the month. I would be selecting beginning of the month, then you click next. Now you can decide how much money you want to invest in. We have selected twice a month. So the minimum amount you can invest in Trade Republic in a savings plan is 10 euros. I would be selecting 10 euros twice a month, meaning I will be investing 20 euros per month in S&P 500. So after selecting that, click next. We verify the details that we are investing in S&P 500. The amount is 10 euros. The interval is twice a month, and the first execution will be done on the 2nd of November. We can have a look at the cost information. You can read that in detail. So we will be paying 10 euros twice a month, and we can have a look at the total expense ratio here. Now click create savings plan now, and we have now created our first savings plan. If you want to change the amount of the money you want to invest in or simply cancel the savings plan, you can do that pretty easily by going to savings plan again. And if you want to edit the amount or the frequency or the interval that you want to invest in, you can change it here. The starting date of investing can also be changed. You can also change the amount here. And if you want to just delete your savings plan, you can go again here and simply click delete and delete savings plan, and that's it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends if you think this can help them out too. Until the next video, bleib gesund. Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Ahsan, and as a beginner in investment, I found it was very difficult to figure out which companies to invest in. There are so many wonderful companies out there, and initially I was very intimidated to just start investing in the companies that I liked, but I didn't know how to do my research in those companies, and I found it very difficult because I wasn't confident enough and I didn't want to lose my savings. So I searched around and found out that I could invest in something called ETFs. An ETF is a group of companies bundled together so that the risk is divided among those companies. And if you buy a single ETF, you are buying a small share of all of those companies. That's why if a single company loses value, you are not losing all of your money. Now there are many different kinds of ETFs available, and it's very difficult to find which one is best for you. So in this video, I'm going to share 4 of my best ETFs that I like to invest in. But before I continue, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please share this video with your friends if you think it will help them out. My favorite ETF to invest in is called Core S&P 500. The total expense ratio for Core S&P 500 is 0.7%. In this ETF, you are essentially investing in 500 of the biggest companies in the US. As most of the gains are in the US market, this ETF is one of the best that you can have in your portfolio, as it is tracking 500 of the biggest companies in the US. You can be sure that you will be seeing some gains. If you believe most of the economists out there, the US market is going to grow for many years to come. My second favorite ETF to invest in is called Core MSCI World. having a total expense ratio of 0.2. If you invest in core MSCI World, you are investing in 1605 different companies, meaning that your exposure is divided in 1605 companies. Out of the 1605 companies in core MSCI World are in the Western market. This means that they are in Europe, America, and Canada. My third favorite ETF to invest in is called Core MSCI Emerging Market with a total expense ratio of 0.18%. In Core MSCI World Emerging Markets, you are investing in 2,656 companies which are in the emerging markets. Many economists believe that the emerging market is going to grow in the next 10 years. So, if you want to have an exposure in the emerging market, it is a really good idea to invest in core MSCI World Emerging Markets. Many people in Germany believe that you should have a 70-30 division between core MSCI World and MSCI World Emerging Markets so that you have an exposure in the emerging market as well as the developed countries. My fourth favorite ETF to invest in is called S&P 500 Information Technology Sector with a total expense ratio of 0.15. As the name suggests, this ETF is tracking 73 of the biggest information technology companies in the US market. This ETF is pretty volatile because at the moment most of the growth in the US market is because of these technology firms. That is why this ETF is seeing a lot of volatility at the moment. So I would say that this is an ETF that I would be really careful to invest in. This said, if you need more gains, there is always more risks involved in that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends if you think this can help them out too. Until the next video, bleib gesund.